So I have this little lily monster that I made, and he's got a little steak hanging from his mouth. You can see it. So I thought it would be fun to show you how I made the steak. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just mix some red with a little bit of brown to get kind of a steak color, I guess. You don't want it too rare. And I know that there's people out there that have this miniature food art thing down to a science, and they make some really amazing, realistic looking steaks, but this is not going to be one of those because I just make things to go along with my little critters and stuff, and it's okay if it looks a little cartoony because they're not real. So a T-bone steak is kind of heart-shaped, so it's kind of the easiest way to envision it. And obviously it doesn't have to be perfect because they don't all look exactly the same. So there we go. It's kind of the shape there. Then I hate working with red. It really gets on your hands. You really clean your fingers after. And then for the bone part, I'm going to mix just a little bit of translucent Sculpey with white. And this doesn't have to be mixed completely because, you know, there's variations in the way bone looks on the steak. And even if your fingers aren't completely clean like mine and you get a little bit of red in there or whatever, it's not a big deal. So what I'm going to do is I will take an X-Acto knife here and I'm just going to kind of cut straight down the center for where the T in the T-bone will be. Spread that out a little, and then I'm going to make the bone part. So you got to kind of squish this part, especially at the end, really flat and pointy. So that's kind of the shape you want. You want like a T because it's a T-bone steak. And then you'll slide this in here, and I made that way too big. Just going to pull off the ends, make it a lot smaller. This is always trial and error. And again, cut up cows aren't pretty, so it doesn't have to be perfect. And you'll see that the white and the translucent in there when it bakes, it'll kind of turn dark like that and look more like a bone. So you can play with this shape until you're happy. If you're like a perfectionist and you really want to get the tenderloin part and the strip part the right shape, I guess. I don't know. You can. I don't worry too much about it. Alright, so the next part is the grill marks. So you'll take like a needle tool like this, and you'll just make some little marks there, like it's been on the grill. I'm going in from the other side here because I don't want to, you know, there wouldn't really be grill marks on, well, there might be grill marks on the bone, but there wouldn't be like an indentation where the bone was. And then I'm going to take my pastels here. And if you don't have pastels, you can use eyeshadow or something, but I don't, my eyeshadow, my black and my eyeshadow is glittery, so char marks aren't usually filled with glitter, so I don't think I'd eat it. And then I'm just gonna get a little bit of scrape some black off there, use a paintbrush, pick up some of that black, and then, and it doesn't have to be exactly in there because you know char marks are they kind of go everywhere. Yeah, the char gets everywhere. So if you get some off of there, that's okay. I'm gonna even add some on there. So there you go. It's a little T-bone steak.